Hey, what's up, people? I have some news for you, and I kind of need your help in a way to kind of get this thing finished, because I'm making another new game in my spare time when I have nothing else to do, because for some reason I like to start on new projects before I finish whatever I'm working on, because I get interested in something else and I want to take a break from the other things I'm working on. And so this has been created. This is a new platformer I'm creating, dedicated to and for and about my favorite YouTuber, which is Dashy Games. I don't know about him. He is a very hilarious, very entertaining YouTuber who plays Nintendo games and other types of games, horror and pretty much all genres of games. Pretty much, he's extremely entertaining. He's what I think is the best thing about him is that not only is he entertaining, he's always in a good mood, always like spreads good energy. He's interactive with his subscribers and his fans, but he has so many things that kind of adds to his character as Dashy Games, as he's called. There are so many things that people kind of recognize him for, whether it is his hate for Donkey Kong, which he calls for Donkey Bash, whether it is his so-called ex-girlfriend, who is called Tina, who kind of keeps appearing in things that people send him, and there are some things that kind of adds to the character that people know him for, and that really adds to his kind of how entertaining it is and how well we know him. And it also, luckily for example, for me, who kind of have tried to start making a game about him, you have a lot to pick from, you have a lot to choose from when it comes to things you can add, because it all is a part of his, should we say, character, if that's his personality. So I kind of want to, or I really want to make a platformer which, when it's finished, would be so amazingly cool if he would play it on his channel. Because it's really fun, because the first time I watched Dashy was when he played Five Nights at Wario's. That was the first time I watched him, and I instantly fell in love with his channel. And if you played this game, a game dedicated to him and is about him, that would be out of this world. So what I want you guys to help me with is that I will keep making updates on this game. Here, in a minute, I will show you what I've made so far, but it'd be really cool if you could help me kind of spread the word of it, and maybe even try to get Dashy to know about it. I tried to tweet him about it, but I don't think he's seen it, or maybe doesn't care about it, maybe it's not good enough, I'm not sure, but I will try to make this as good and as entertaining as I possibly can, and hopefully in the end, maybe he will play it on his channel, and just have a good time with it. That is the goal. Or that is my biggest wish for it. That he can play it and he can have a really good time with it. So here, I have tried to draw a sprite of Dashy. This is his walking animation. I've tried to make it as good as I can. If you're wondering, it's not his hair on top, it is his hat, whatever it's called in English. But I've not made too much so far. I've only pretty much made some basic engine stuff, but also things that I've never done before, which I've now been able to kind of experiment with and successfully made, so that is really fun. For example, I've made ledge grabbing, which is something I've never done before, so I have these little triggers on the edges of each platform, and made some coding and stuff, so there's a little detector on, or like up on his shoulder area, so when those two connects, he will grab the ledge and the gravity will stop and things like that. So ledge grabbing is the thing. It's working pretty nicely, I think. Here are some Donkey Kong coins, because I thought DK, or at least someone with the DK initials, would be the main villain of this game. Kind of working kind of like a Dr. Eggman style, with everything around the world being a work of his. The coins, everything, the machines and everything. He can also roll. He can crouch like this, and he can roll into a ball and roll across the ground. You can see on the left side on the little debugger that rolling is slightly faster than walking normally, and he can also roll through tight spaces like this. You can also jump up while rolling, but when you roll it's a lot more slippery, so here we'll see it will slide a long way before it stops, so it has some plus or some ups and downs. I've also made wall jumping, which is something I've also never done before, but I think I managed to do it okay. It works, so you can jump like this. And it works pretty nicely. You cannot continue to jump on one wall all the time. You can see it's not working at all. So how I've done this is that I pretty much have a detector, a small thin detector on each side of Dashi. Pretty much I have a little counter, so you can only change direction at will like this when a specific counter or number is at 0, and whenever he wall jumps like this on the left, it turns to 2, and when he wall jumps on the right, it turns to 1. And each number kind of force specific direction, so this number 1 here on the right forces him to face left, and etc. And that's how it's made, pretty much. So yeah, right now I just try to make the basic engine of what to come. You can see at the top there it's called a rage meter. You can see it fills up when I grab some coins. The point of that, I thought, would be that he will have a set of moves, a set of attacks, several different ones you can choose from, and each move requires a certain amount of rage to be able to use it, pretty much. And so stronger attacks requires more rage. So that's how you kind of use your attacks. So you have to kind of save your rage and use it wisely, and you charge it up by collecting coins and defeating enemies. So I'm not sure what kind of moves it will be yet, but pretty much you can use some weaker moves that requires very little rage, and then maybe everything from that to a very strong one that requires the whole rage meter. You can also see on the left there's some Red Bull cans that will pretty much function as the health bar of this game, and below is a DK card slot, and I'm not entirely sure what to do with that. I just thought of the idea of having these powerful almost like playing cards you can use. Think about them as the cards of the Binding of Isaac, where you pick up DK cards or you find them along the way, and they serve as a one-time use power-up, pretty much, and you can save it for later and save it for whenever you want to use it, for example against a boss battle or something. This is what I have so far, and what I want to ask you guys now is to post a comment in the comment section below, and I want you to tell me, first of all, do you like what you see? Second of all, if you have any ideas of any kind, post it in the comments below, because I want this to kind of be a fan or a community game, if that makes sense. So just spit in with ideas in the comments below, so we can just try to gather as many good ideas as possible, make it into a game about Dashi, and then send it to him whenever it's done. And I will of course try to make it as good as I can, and I hope you guys will help me kind of share this game around with him or to him whenever it's finished. Just don't spam him or anything, because we don't want that. That's not what this is all about. But anyways, what do you guys think? Do you think this is a good idea? And do you think this looks good? Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will keep updating this game and hopefully the other games I'm making too. So thank you for watching. If you subscribe, you can see whenever I upload more games or more videos of this game as I kind of make updates for it, because since this will be kind of a community game for Dashi, I will at least try to make consistent updates on the progression of this game and how it's doing and what I've made. So yep, that's the plan, and that's everything I gotta say. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.